हेलो एवरीवन। आज मैं लेके आया हूँ आपके लिए एक नई शानदार गेम जिसका नाम है लाइफ इज स्ट्रेंज। बिना कोई देरी करते लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। थोड़ा लोड होने में टाइम ले रहा है। सॉरी फॉर द इनकन्वीनियंस। ओ भाई साहब ये क्या? ओहो ओहो, अरे अरे हेलो भाई साहब, क्या है क्या ये? मुझे क्या मारा? मुझे कैसे बताओगे? अच्छा देखो मुझे कैसे पता होगा? हाँ वो तो दिख ही रहा है भाई। अच्छा तुझे लेके जाना है उधर से? ओके तो भाई चलो। ओ हो तो क्या ही ग्राफिक लगाई है यार। ओ भाई साहब ये है क्या? अच्छा टोर्नाडो इतना बड़ा? ओ भाई साहब ठीक है भाई। हाँ हाँ लेके जाएंगे। बीच द लाइट हाउस ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द हिल। तो हिल में तो पहुंच गए। ये है कहाँ लेकिन लाइट हाउस? अच्छा इधर है। ओ भाई क्या ही ओहो
Holy shit.
इतना बड़ा ले भाई। तो क्या ही गजब बना है। अरे ये तो ओ अरे ओ ये क्या था भाई? मतलब क्या गेम स्टार्ट होने से पहले ही खत्म? फूफा जी
Whoa.
अच्छा
That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little
अच्छा
Pieces
एक
of
सपना।
Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow, from color to chiaroscuro. Now,
ये क्या हो
can
रहा
you
है
give
भाई?
me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in
I
black and
didn't
white?
fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those
Okay.
sad mothers and children.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
ठीक है।
He saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit.
I should take a picture to prove I'm still here.
Seriously though.
Plus, it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie quota.
एक ले लेते हैं सेल्फी भी।
And any one of you could do that to me. I believe Max has taken what you kids
ओहो
call
पकड़ी गई ले ले
selfie,
भाई
a dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition.
ले
And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around.
फोटोग्राफी की क्लास हो रही है
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
स्कूल में भी यही होता था ले भाई
You're asking me? Let me think.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created
Yeah,
daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're
Oh.
totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The
विक्टोरिया
Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius. You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online.
ओ ले भाई कितनी
Guys,
होगी
don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass.
कौन है
I know, Mr. Jefferson. I just worked so hard in the shop, and I'm sure you know what it's like to be consumed.
Now I wish I wouldn't have read this.
Dear Kate, we love
Purge.
your porn video. Oh my god.
By your work.
जब ये
I just
उसी ने
really
भेजा था
think Everyday
अभी जो वहाँ
Heroes
पे
is an
खड़ी है
important cultural event, and I want to represent Blackwell Academy.
You have just by
Oh,
participating, by putting yourself out there in the world. Now, no matter who wins, this is just a bump on a bigger road. I don't want anybody to feel excluded from this process, but I also want everybody to know that this
ये
photographic
कर
world
लेते
is
हैं
not
उदास
Kate.
लग रही है बहन
Oh,
my moment in the camera.
hi, Max.
बहन जी उदास लग रही है देखो आपके देखो
I only want to share whatever gifts I have.
I hope I didn't embrace you. You seems quite today.
You seem quiet today.
Just thinking too much.
अच्छा क्या मतलब क्या सोच रही थी वो जीत गई आपने हमें क्या करना है उससे
I hear that. Wanna go grab a cup of tea and bitch about life?
Thanks, but
Maybe.
not today.
इस
I
टाइम
have to
में
go over
चाय
homework.
अरे
No worries. Let's hang later.
ले लो।
Sure.
चाय के लिए पूछा था थोड़ी ना कोई एक कप चाय पी लेती हमारे साथ एक मिनट थोड़ी सी कंट्रोल देख लेता हूँ मैं
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
ले स्ट्रिक्ट टीचर
I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
स्कूल में भी यही बात होती
I
थी
didn't have any time. Way too much homework.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
बहुत चालू लड़की लग रही है मुझे।
Every time I look at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
ले कोई गल नहीं।
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to.
I feel like you have to
You always
Welcome to the real world.
just cute.
अच्छा
hot.
Then I
मतलब वो
might
कौन
send
सा
you
था?
a
अरे
special
ये क्या
picture.
है? ओ भाई मारो।
Because Max wants everybody to see how hip she is.
Getting you
He
ready.
plays it so shy.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom.
अच्छा
Splash
बाथरूम
water
जाना
on
है?
my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
ओके यार नहीं।
She's so fucking shy. She takes selfies with a giant.
ये आवाज क्यों बंद हो गई भाई? हेडफोन लगा दिया लेकिन कॉपीराइट मत दो भाई।
Evan doesn't say much to me, but his photos are very cool.
आंटी जी कपड़े वपड़े पहना करो। लो कपड़े वपड़े पहना करो आंटी जी।
Dana is on my floor too. She's such an archetypal, gorgeous cheerleader. They must make them in a factory.
ये पबजी खेल रही है ले।
I shouldn't be so catty.
नहीं छोड़ा नहीं अभी तक
Dana is
PUBG
nice
को।
to me. I've seen Brooke hanging out with Warren. She seems like his type.
अरे भाई साहब ये क्या था? मिशन पोस्टर मिसिंग पोस्टर। ये तो गलत बात हो गई। कोई मिसिंग
It looks like she's been gone for months.
मिसिंग फ्रॉम अर्काडिया बाय डेट मिसिंग। अरे भाई ये तो 8 साल पुरानी पिक्चर है। 19 साल की है। गलत बात। कुछ खाने को दो यार खाने को। है कोई? दे दे।
They should just call it a sugar machine. That would be awesome if you put money in there and a bag of sugar dropped out. You can never have enough ghosts and skeletons in the hall.
Skeleton.
Look at these trophies.
Oh, trophies.
Gotta give it up for those Bigfoots. They do stomp.
ओहो क्या सजा के रखी है। बाथरूम जाना था।
Empty. Good. Nobody can see my meltdown. Except for me.
ले ले हाथ मुंह धो ले निकल जा। धो ले भाई हाथ मुंह धो ले।
Just relax. Stop torturing yourself.
ये कौन सा
You
फोटो
have
है
a
जी?
gift.
हैं?
Fuck it.
अरे यार फाड़ दिए यार। ले, तितली भी
When
आ
the door
गई।
closes, a window opens. Or something like that.
अच्छा
Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
ले भाई अभी फोटो खिंचवानी है। कैमरा कहाँ लाया हमने? अच्छा लाया है, पहले देख लेते हैं।
Whoa, where did that butterfly come from? It doesn't look like any kind I've ever seen before. The blue wings are practically glowing. I can almost feel the air moving around me.
दिखाओ यार दिखाओ.
The butterfly feels almost like a spirit.
ये कौन है भाई? लेडीज टॉयलेट में.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you checked the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
भाई.
What are you doing?
भाई.
Come on, put that thing down!
भाई.
Ever tell me what to do.
I'm
so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
No!
भाई साहब. मतलब क्या ही?
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand. And then I was back here.
As he likely was.
Pieces
of time can frame us in
I already heard this lecture.
From light to shadow. From color.
Now Kate is being hassled again. And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now,
Shit.
Can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer
cannot believe
who
this.
captured the human condition in black and white?
Okay, if I'm crazy, I might as well go all the way.
Bueller?
Can I actually reverse time?
Go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces.
I did it.
Can you give
I
me
actually
ओ
did
भाई
it.
साहब, ये तो सुपर पावर हो गई.
Human time machine.
मतलब
Anybody?
आप लोगों ने
Max,
जो
don't freak out.
24
Not
मूवीज
yet.
देखी है?
Go, Victoria.
तो उसकी तरह हो
Why
गया.
Arbus?
Because of her images
it together,
of hopeless
Max.
faces.
एक बार और कर लेते हैं.
When I took my selfie, Jefferson asked me a question. If he does again, I'll know this is. I can't go back further. I need to let go.
Bueller?
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless face.
I'm getting dizzy. I can't rewind anymore.
Bueller?
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner.
My pencil case is still in the same place.
And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that...
This will be the journey into...
Too easy? Too obvious? What if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a brilliant eye. So, she could have taken another approach.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her work. I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria. He captured the essence of post-war beat America. And there was honesty about the economic conditions of... We've all seen that iconic shot of Kerouac on the balcony. And if you haven't, shame, shame. Capturing the romantic urban solitude of the 20th century poet. You dig? Now, contrast Frank's stark Americana with Salvador Dali's surrealist photographs. Like Cocteau's famous self-portraits are famous early examples of that truly awful word you pesky kids love so much. The selfie. And it's a great tradition, and I wholeheartedly fight for your right to
ले
self-expression.
भाई सेल्फी ले ले
Or selfie. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful
अच्छा पकड़
photographic
लिया ले
tradition. And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not dreaming
Of course,
this.
as you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the early 1800s. Your generation
So I
was
can
not the
go
first
back
to
in
use
time.
images for selfie expression.
What if that girl isn't dead
I
yet?
couldn't resist. The point
Can I
remains
save
that
her?
the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art
अच्छा
and
मतलब जो मरा
photography.
We need to go
उसको
to the bathroom quickly and check it out.
हाँ, अच्छा
Now,
जो मरी
Max,
उसको सेव करनी पड़ी
since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
अभी I have to use the bathroom. I feel sick. मतलब अभी जाना है उसको सेव करने के लिए.
I'm sorry, but I really have to use the bathroom.
Nice try, Max. But you're
Hello.
not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody
Oh,
here
shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I need
who
time to
created
save that girl.
daguerreotypes. A process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
What if I rewind
Daguerrean
again
process
and give him the right
brought out
answer?
fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype.
There's only one way around this.
ठीक है.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation.
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice
Yeah.
work, Max.
मतलब
The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone.
ले
And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be
बिल्कुल.
feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can
बिल्कुल.
kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor,
हम बिल्कुल
don't
मिस
hide.
नहीं करेंगे
I'm still
सर.
waiting for your entry too.
जरूर
And yes,
आएंगे.
Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Yes, Victoria, you still have to do your homework. Even if you're submitting your photo for the competition, everybody in class is turning in a photo. So, you see the
Victoria hasn't moved from that spot.
I just worked so hard on the shot, and I'm sure you know what it's like to be consumed by your work. I just really think Everyday Heroes is an important cultural
Okay.
event, and I want to
है.
represent Blackwell Academy.
You
Hello,
have
Karo.
just by participating, by putting yourself.
Stop this bullshit and go save that girl.
Who
Oh,
wins.
sorry.
This is just a bump on a bigger. I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
चलो okay.
I'm not avoiding, just
Biding time, waiting for the elusive right moment.
exactly.
Max,
Oh,
don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Go on now. Don't let me
sir.
stop you.
अच्छा.
This is just a bump on a bigger road. I don't want anybody to feel excluded from this process, but...
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid...
I'm on top of it. I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good. Make sure you finish working on it by today. I have faith in you.
ठीक है चलो थैंक यू
I hope I have enough time to get to the bathroom. Please, please. I can't tell anybody. They'll think I'm crazy.
बाथरूम जाना है
Yo, Daniel, you remember that it's payday?
You know I don't tease.
I hate that science class with those nerds.
बहन जी
What's that got to do with anything?
बहन जी धक्का दे रही है
Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my face. I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in and took a photo.
ठीक है
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.